These popular movies have one thing in common. They're all directed by female directors. Then, who was the very first female director in Korea? Let's rewind to the very beginning in today's CINE story. A mother leading the crew in a film set with her baby on her back. This is Bang Nam-ok, the very first female director in Korea. What drove her to go to such lengths directing a film with her baby on her back? Bang Nam-ok was special even from her school days. Winning a shot put tournament in high school was proof of her amazing stamina. She was also a big cinephile who watched movies every day and even wrote fan mails to her favorite actors. With her natural stamina and passion for the movies, she was born to be a film director. But in such a male-dominated industry, there were hurdles after hurdles to become a director as a woman. In 1947, at age 25, she began her career as a scripter. But being a woman, she was frequently disregarded. When shooting out of the city, the filming crew would leave her out, saying it was overstaffed. But she never gave up. 7 years later, in 1954, she made her debut as a film director. With a scenario written by her husband, a screenwriter, she worked on her first movie, and this was right after giving birth. Without childcare support, she had to leave the crew, megaphone in hand, and baby on her back. It must have been quite a scene and something we couldn't imagine today. Not only that, she also prepared food for the whole staff to save on budget. Plus, during the post-production process, she was often rejected by male recording engineers, saying, "Working with a woman brings bad luck." The Widow in 1955, the first movie directed by Bang Nam-ok, was made overcoming all of these challenges. She later recalled, "Directing while having a 1-year-old baby on my back was harder than giving birth." Indeed, it shows how challenging it was for her. The mid-1950s, a devastating period after the Korean War. A number of married women had become post-war widows, and Park focused on this very issue. The main character was a war widow named Shin, living with her daughter, Ju.
내일 꼭 줄 테니 어서 가. 시작. 안 갈 테야.
She was going through struggles while also falling in love with a young man named Taek.
선생님 돌아오실 시간.
선생님이 누구예요?
걔 아버지 말이죠.
한국 전쟁이 가져간 거죠. 쟤 송소박내가 이사 가면 그리로 보낼까? 나도 귀찮아.
It portrayed the desires of a woman questioning her identity as a wife and a mother after the war.
하면 더웠냐? 저런 계집애 봐. 널 뚝섬에서 구해주신 아저씨인데.
Boldly presenting the story from the perspective of a woman, she developed a modern and independent female character. But I guess it was too ahead of its times. The movie was not a hot sell at the box office. There was no second chance for a female director who'd once failed, and her debut work, The Widow, 미망인, became her first and last film. Her love for films kept her in the industry as an editor at a film magazine. This was until she moved to the United States with her daughter. But the story of Bang Nam-ok didn't end there. "50 years later, after The Widow was released, in 2008, Seoul International Women's Film Festival launched the Bang Nam-ok Award to honor her legacy and to help nurture more female directors in Korea. The first female director who received the award was Im Sun-rae, the leading woman filmmaker in Korea. She showed her utmost respect to Park, who had paved the way overcoming all the struggles as a pioneer. Recently, box offices are full of movies directed by women filmmakers. In fact, 2020 saw the highest number of films produced by female directors in the past 5 years at 21.5%. The Korean film industry is now thriving with diverse stories of women directed by female filmmakers. The remarkable accomplishment of women directors are all made possible thanks to Korea's first female director, Bang Nam-ok.